Hey, everyone. See, that's how rusty I am. I haven't been on here in a while. But since it's our last main podcast before the holidays, guys, and since I've been gone for the last few episodes, I wanted to bring a gift. Is that all right? Will you guys accept that?
It's not a gag gift at all. I'm sure it's a very straightforward gift. Okay, I'm excited.
There's a lot of utility, Leo.
Okay.
You'll be able to use this item, especially as will Austin and Dino.
Hey, I'm ready for it.
You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Austin looks excited.
Mm-hmm. Austin and Dino can use this device?
Yeah. Hey, Merry Christmas!
Yo.
Some sticks.
That's
Thank
my
you.
favorite. That's based.
It's a bundle of sticks. Do you guys know what they call a bundle of sticks?
I
It's a
think.
synonym for Austin.
Aw.
And
This
With maggot.
is a faggot.
Wow.
It is. By the definition, by the Webster's definition, it is a faggot.
According to Webster's, I have a faggot in my right hand.
That
Would it be
is
the first time?
that's not the first time you had a faggot in your right hand, according to is that what Austin said?
Yes. But I was just walking down the street, and I looked over to my right, and I said, hey, there's one, there's two, there's three. I have the makings for a faggot right here on the side of my parents' house. And I got the faggot by the neck, brought it inside of the bathroom, and I've had a faggot in my shower for the last 30 minutes.
let's burn it.
You want to burn the faggot? That's its utility. I said it had utility.
Light him on fire.
YouTube would take, I think they'd be very upset if we burned a faggot live right here on Discord. I don't know if YouTube's down.
You would be upset. That's how people used to survive.
They used to burn. People used to burn faggots just to survive, and we burned quite a few faggots when we were up there in the survival challenge in the gold.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that there's never a time when you can recreationally burn faggots. Those times come. But right now, it's December. I think we might need to, for survival, burn this faggot.
Times are tough, man. A couple faggots gotta burn for us to survive. It's just how it works, you know.
Oh, my God.
Some area.
Oh, man. It's actually going to be hard to clean up my shower because of the mess the faggot made.
I like the bathroom studio you have going, Danny.
What the fuck?
It's bad, dude. We tried to get audio checks going before this. My mic didn't work. I forgot to bring headphones from LA. And my mom, she probably has her ear pressed to the door trying to listen in on this podcast. She's home. So this was the only safe place. It was my bathroom.
Right now or Tahoe?
I am in Orangevale, California. In old Orangevale. Remember the parade we ruined here, Leandro?
You know,
Classic, a
somebody
classic video.
messaged me saying that in that video, you claimed that you would run for mayor in 2022. So, deadline's ticking.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought that was going to be an empty promise, but maybe not.
Maybe
there's a lot of not necessarily to win, and that could be you. And I don't think that you'd take the the job too seriously. You know what I mean? If you got the gig, Can you imagine if you got the gig? I mean, what's the first thing you'd do?
I would get in front of a podium and give a speech very similar to the one I just gave you guys with a faggot in my hand. Recycle that gig.
You'd hold a pile of sticks and just question the crowd. Like, what is this? That's pretty awesome.
I call upon you now, the citizens of Orangevale, to determine the fate of this faggot. That's what I would do. And then the crowd would give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
When are you moving the fam down to LA, man? If you get big enough, let's say you're starting, you make $1 million a month. Are you saying, hey, Papa Mullen, Papa, Mama Mullen, here's a house maybe in Malibu or something? Are you doing that?
I think so, man. I used to like coming up here. I don't know if you can relate to this, Leo. Probably not because you're so close to home. But I used to get nostalgic about Orangevale. And I liked coming back up here because of all the memories. I could walk past the schoolyard where I first smoked weed, or walk past the dirt road where I first got blown by this girl named JC who used to deep throat me. Now that stuff, it's not as special. And I just find myself coming up here and realizing, hey, it sucks. My parents should be down in Southern California.
No, I feel like that would be a good move for them. I feel like they'd enjoy it. They'd enjoy it for sure.
Yeah.
So that's the next step. I mean, what can you do? I mean, but it's got to be nice being up. Do you have the rest of the family coming in, or is it just the parents for Christmas?
I feel like you're prying into where my sister is.
Dude.
I feel like that's your mission here in this line of questioning.
I mean, I do think that, there will be some event that I hope I'm invited to. I know that I'm not going to be invited to many of the events, but there's going to be one where it'll be a little too awkward not to invite me to. It's going to be like your wedding or something. You have to be like, God damn it. I invited Inland Iggy. I have to invite Leo. And I will meet your sister at that wedding. And look, I'm going to dance. We're going to dance a little bit. She's married. I get it. I'm not going to make any moves, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Yeah. She's pregnant right now, Leo. So
well, okay. Can I say something about pregnant women? And I know it's creepy, but you guys ever get you guys ever look at a pregnant woman and just like have a strange attraction to her?
A strange attraction?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think
fist to their stomach.
Christ,
you're anti-abortion, Dino. What's this?
It's not abortion, it's murder.
So you're gonna kill the woman, the host, with a punch to the stomach?
Yeah.
Because
turn her
she
into
has
a
the time for
What the fuck?
Double
Think-
kill.
So I'm trying to follow this logic, and Leo, I'm going to come back to this topic with you, but following Dino's logic here, it sounds like he does not think. Wait, so Scott Peterson, what he did was totally cool with Lacey and a little Connor Peterson. That was murder. It wasn't an abortion. Therefore, it was okay.
Yeah, basically, pregnant women look fat, and that's not cool.
And read the shirt. It's not okay.
Look,
Checks out, you know. It actually makes a lot of sense.
This is the most Dino has ever talked on a podcast. I think he feels comfortable in his own element over there.
He's emboldened. It's shadowy. It's vaguely anonymous. It's probably the same confidence Hitler felt in his first beer hall rallies.
Story. All right, Danny, do you know who Danielle Kelly BJJ is?
Yeah, she blew me. No, I don't even know who that is at all. That's going to get out there now. It's not true. I have no idea who this girl is. I thought we were talking more about pregnant women. Is she pregnant? Because if she is, it's irresponsible for her to be doing BJJ.
But it's a Leo and Danny show. It has to do with the show. So Danielle Kelly BJJ, she's hot, dude. She's got like 172,000 followers. She's gonna fight or grapple with Rose, Thug Rose, right?
Yeah.
December
Rose
30th.
Namajunas or whatever, the UFC fighting champion Rose.
Very professional grappling. Now listen. So I slid in her DMs and she did answer. Then we got to talking, and then she mentioned like in a story that she had a couple spots left for logos on her gear for the fight. It's only $500. Should we
400?
500 to get the Leo and Danny show? Should we do it?
Only if we can make a really offensive graphic depicting you doing something sexual with her while she's wearing a gi.
All right. Somebody on the design. We have till December 30th. But
That's
yeah,
not
she
very
said,
long. That's not long at all.
But she said, like, I sent her the picture of us, and she's like, oh, I couldn't put the picture up, but I could throw the words up. And I was like, oh, okay. So can you imagine how funny that would be to have the Leo and Danny show on her? But like, how many people are gonna watch this, you think?
It doesn't matter. Like, us talking about it and us having actually done it will make it worth it, even if nobody even reads the patch in the crowd.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my God. What would it be like? Would it? Could we? You think we could put like a graphic, the Leo Danny show, but behind it is me like face fucking a chick.
Yeah.
That could be.
I like it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be her. We don't want
Right, doesn't have to be
too
her.
far. But yeah, I think it's a great idea. I'm in for 250 if we can. If we could put Leo or somebody who looks like Leo face fucking a chick on a gi.
Yeah. If we just said that the logo, what if we just said that the logo we want on her is the no fat chicks? We'll pay double to have no fat chicks.
You know, I think it'll fly. I don't think anybody will have any qualms about it at a UFC or a grappling event. There aren't any fat chicks there.
Oh my God. Oh, well, anyway, so that's the only thing I've been working. I had a fever yesterday. I went to go get COVID tested today. I am negative, so that's good. That's the only good news I have.
Oh, that's good. Dino just let out a huge sigh of relief because he's terrified of Omicron.
Yeah, dude. I should have had the podcast in the studio if I knew Leo was negative. You should.
So there was.
Too
You
careful,
should be
Dino.
taking your tests every day. Get your boosters every day.
Every day, get a booster.
Talking about COVID, there's a fan of the channel, this chick who's a nurse in Pennsylvania, which apparently is the worst state right now for COVID. She said it is the only people that are dying are over 80 and absolutely obese.
Yeah.
She said anybody else is not really affected and doesn't have any serious symptoms, but she still says it's still an overwhelming amount of fat people coming in. So
Yeah. I'm almost more curious how you know this girl versus her data on people dying of Omicron.
if we might have shared some snaps.
Leo, is he lagging out of his mind for anybody else?
Yeah, he's lagging like that's just his internet being really pretty poor.
I'm right next to my fucking dude.
What's up with Park La Brea?
I don't know, dude. It should be fine. It's right there. Unless Brando smoked it right now. Is it really bad?
His
It's pretty
audio's
bad.
coming in.
You're
fine.
strobe lighting. Your image is flashing on and off.
This
If
sucks.
old fat people are vulnerable, Leo better watch out.
According to the body mass index, I am obese. So
There's no way
You know.
that's true. You're obese.
according to the body mass index, yeah. Like it's so fucked up. I'd have to be like, I think, like about Danny's weight. Danny is right on par with what the body mass index says. He's good.
There's no way you're legally obese. If so, that's awesome, and I love it.
Yeah.
What's your body fat percentage?
No, my body fat percentage is good. It's like under 20%. But according to like, if you just look at the weight, like if 6'3" and 240 pounds is considered obese, in according to the old body mass index, I guess. The one that that's what I used to read. I guess I don't know. Maybe they changed it recently, but that used to be considered obese.
Well, prepare for this to be used as a weapon against you on social media. Now that you've admitted you're legally obese.
Yeah, that's true.
I am legally obese, and I know it doesn't matter what you look like. I guess it's really all about the statistics. And look who came to visit, Annie. It's Brando.
Oh, Brando. He's a cute little guy. Leo, I've been looking at apartments because I'm not sure where I'm going to live next year. My roommates are moving out of my house, the house I've been in since the very early days of the channel, the house where the Leo and Danny show started, the house where I got raped by the warthog. I 50-50 won't be living there next year. And I was looking at apartments, scrolling through places in Venice, places downtown, somewhere around mid-city. A living room pops up and we go, oh, that one's nice. Look at that view. Click on it. Oh, look at these. Oh, wait a second. It's Park La Brea where Leo lives.
Yeah.
And that place, after having investigated that place, seen the mostly skanky, probably pilled out, definitely wannabe actress chicks going in that building, I would never have anything to do with it.
Wow. You know what though? I know you were saying you wanted like a more updated bathrooms and shit. There's some really good things about Park La Brea. Like the places are big. This is 1,300 square feet, or almost 1,300. It's like 1,275. It's also, there are updated apartments though. This is one of the ones that's not updated. That's why I got a good deal on it. But the location's tough to beat. There are apartments that are better than others. Like, I mean, I've heard that there's like some roach problem in certain ones. This one, my building does not have any problems. You know, we'll see.
Jerry, are you for a new place to live?
Jerry causes the roach problem and then dips out and then spreads the roach infestation across LA.
But Fan Jerry's looking for a new place to live?
Yeah,
you should live with Fan Jerry.
You're making a move. We talked to him on the phone the other week.
Yeah, how did that go? I didn't listen to that episode. I appreciate you guys keeping this going though during my break, and also smart move, Austin, to drop that Patreon episode. That was sweet. Everybody listening right now, every week we do an extra Patreon episode. We're growing on there. We're almost to 450 patrons on just the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
So you would have loved this bit. This bit I came up with prior to the pod. I made everybody make up a question that a fake fan was asking Fan Jerry, and they were the most horrible things.
Fucked up questions.
I like that.
Austin's was tell Austin, why don't you say what yours was?
I asked Fan Jerry. I said Nicholas Cruz asks, "Why have you not killed yourself yet?"
Dude, it sucks, but he was a good sport about it, man. Fan Jerry can't be anybody but himself, which is the best thing about Fan Jerry. So he was just kind of going about answering the questions like, you know, okay, here are these questions. So funny. But yeah, we made up all these fucked up questions, and it was pretty incredible.
That's awesome. First of all, great work. But I wonder what it's going to be like when we first film with Fan Jerry. I mean, there's a lot of history there now. It's going to be tough. I want to make sure we want him back for good, because what I don't want to happen is us to do some unspeakable hazing video, then change our minds and be like, no, this isn't a good fit. After he has welts and maybe a missing tooth and a sore butthole. We can't have that.
I was going to say, like, within the first 15 to 20 minutes, something has to go up his ass, because that would be I think that's the best, most, if he does that, if he commits to that, then he's back, you know? Back. But I would say now that he lives closer, if we could get him on the pod a little bit more, I think that would help solidify him as so he doesn't leave. But you're right, I'm worried about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, he talked a lot of shit about us, dude.
I know.
Weird.
Drama.
I know.
I do love the idea of sending him. Dino, you can speak up in a second. I saw Dino leaning toward the mic. He had something juicy to say, I think. But I just want to banish Jerry to a room and be like, there's our third bedroom. Here's a loaded paintball gun. I want to hear 3 shots. I want you to come out of the room with 3 welts. I like that idea. Like, he has to, basically like a dishonored officer in WW2. Slide him a Colt and be like, you know what to do. And then in the movie, the one officer walks out, the door closes, and you just hear a gunshot from in the office. I want that.
If the perfect video would be if we do all that and then also a girl that we like somehow get him to think some girl's going to hook up with him.
Well, let's not speculate too much on how we're going to do that, Leo. We don't want to give away our magic.
Now, the best thing about Fan Jerry is he disconnects himself completely from the channel, and like I feel like even if fans DM him about it, he doesn't really care. He comes in fresh every time. He never has any. He trusts. He's very he trusts us very much.
You're trying to spin it as a positive, but essentially what you're saying is he retains like a goldfish.
Yeah, dude, Fan Jerry is a little bit. He's a little forgetful. You know what I mean? I mean, as you know, we know because
he forgets to clean his apartment. He forgets to check IDs,
to wipe his ass.
Talk to you and shit about. No, but I mean, my favorite thing of all time though was that party when he just got. I mean, as soon as he got there, he was like, "What's up, guys? I'm gonna fuck this chick coming, dude. I'm gonna fuck this shit."
It wasn't that aggressive.
Yes, it was to me. Hey, Austin. To me, I swear to God, to me it was. He might have not done that to you, but to me it was, dude. He came up within the first 5 minutes of he's like, dude, this girl's coming. I'm gonna fuck this shit out of her. I'm like, oh shit, man, Jerry.
He was trying to out alpha you. Absolutely.
Baby, fuck.
Hey, Leo, this is something I observed when I was younger, and you just reminded me of it. Whenever I was at UCLA or living in San Francisco, my prime woman chasing days, whenever I got a promising lead, chick on the volleyball team or a smoking hot girl on the BART in San Francisco's phone number, I had this policy where until the deal was sealed, I couldn't tell anybody about it. Because every time I bragged to anybody about the caliber of some chick I met and planned on fornicating with, that was the jinx that ensured it never happened.
Percent.
I can count 3 or 4 times where I was like, oh, I know about my jinx. I can't tell Tim about this. I gotta tell him. Tim, huge titties over an elephant bar. It was nuts. And then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the universe really fucks with you when you show off about the pussy you're gonna get. You know, it's a gift that the universe gives you, but it'll take it away just as fast when you're arrogant about it.
Thank you.
So remember
for this gift of pussy.
Have you been being humble about the pussy you've been getting, Dina?
You know, how is the pussy you've been getting? Oh, that's another thing we had on the last pod you would have enjoyed, or at the Patreon pod. I went a deep dive with this girl, and we discussed like what Dino does in the bedroom and shit. It was pretty fucking awesome.
You got the groupie.
It was pretty funny.
You got the groupie chick who banged him?
Yeah, we got her to admit that she would have Dino lie in order to get her on the crew. In order
we did.
We told her that there was another girl that was about to be our female correspondent, but Dino could lie and say that she had COVID and then get his girlfriend to be our female correspondent, and his girlfriend told Derek to lie. So me and Leo discovered the truth, that she's a clout craving.
But
So it's less about Dino.
Clout. Yeah.
It's less about Dino and more about Dino's position, huh?
Dino's being played,
Yes,
dude.
it is.
I thought it was something else, but
Well, it's
possible. It's possible Dino's getting played, but also oddly, they're really well matched up together. She even kind of talks like him, and she really, in many ways, has so much in common with Dino that they're kind of a good pair.
yeah, and I mean, really, it's not like somebody getting played like an 87-year-old movie producer in Beverly Hills getting played into marrying a 22-year-old chick who works at Olive Garden without a prenup. That's getting played. Dino getting to fuck a chick who then later appears on the podcast is a pretty fair exchange where nobody's harmed. Except for maybe the girl, because Dino's quite girthy.
I just don't really understand how a girl can see Dino as a sexual object. Just look at him.
Hey, he got 3rd in the crew blowjob contest we did in Vegas. 3rd place.
I'll say Dino's got the right look right now, man. I think like guys like Timothy Chalamet and that fucking guy that plays Spider-Man, Holland, they've done a lot for you guys, man. You guys, you really should thank them, because right now it's in to be like skinny little twink little bitch. You know what I mean?
Kobe'd up. It's because I look like Kobe right now.
Yeah, Leo, tell me about this, because I keep seeing bullshit about this guy who's starring in Spider-Man as if he's The Rock. He's getting so much press, and I'm like, this shithead got picked for one movie, right? Did he have a career before Spider-Man?
He did He obviously did the other, like another Spider-Man. I think maybe two or one.
I didn't know that.
He had another role, like a pretty solid role in something, but. Look, it's like Hollywood is weird. This motherfucker is, I don't want to say average looking, but he's pretty goddamn average looking. I mean, I swear to God, our producers are better looking than him. And then Not only that, he's dating one of the hottest girls, Zendaya, around.
I'm pulling this up. I gotta see this for myself.
Are they still dating? I thought they like broke up.
But I also have there's a rumor, and I do believe it, that he's gay, and you can.
Leo dreamed up that rumor one night and then forgot it was just a dream and is spouting it as fact.
If he his performance as Rihanna on some fucking show, he did like a dance and like he twerked and was like was in drag, I believe. And it was a little questionable. And my gay friends were like, yeah, he's probably gay. And he had never dated anyone. And all of a sudden when Spider-Man comes out, he's dating like the lead with him, possibly a publicity act.
Yeah, like possibly a beard is what I'm getting from you. Yeah,
exactly.
He's the
Tom Holland.
He's the kind of guy who would be in a girl's chemistry lab in community college, and she'd be like, "Oh, he's not ugly, but he's not that attractive. He's just Tom. He's just Tom." And because he's in Spider-Man now, and as you can tell, I'm not jealous at all. Just kidding. I'm clearly very jealous of the exposure he's getting. But it seems like acting to me is the lowest form of art there is. And it just pisses me off when this guy is instantaneously a millionaire and a sex symbol, or what amounts to reading somebody else's lines while somebody else films and edits it.
It's the lowest form. There's like I think like, you know, there's certain painting, like Jackson Pollock, for example. You know, there's certain modern art that's a little whack, and it's really just the argument is that anything can be art kind of thing. But I get what you're saying.
Pollock, I don't know much about Jackson Pollock. I'm pulling him up. I'm sure that before he started selling bullshit abstract art, he was a very competent traditional artist. Am I correct in thinking that?
Jackson Pollock's the one that just has, it looks like jizz stains all over the
so it kind of looks like your bedroom walls.
Exactly like my bedroom walls.
You could sell that, Leo. There might be some money on those walls.
We should sell like a team jizzed on fucking painting. But no, so Jackson Pollock literally invented like that. Not he invented, but that was his thing. That's how he got big, was just spraying paint on a canvas.
At least he invented something. This kid in Spider-Man, the only thing he invented is being a little bitch.
Damn, bro. What if he's like a big fan and he's listening to the podcast?
I would change my tune so quickly. Leo, you know what I was just thinking about? That episode of fucking Entourage where Turtle is a diehard Giants fan and hates Tom Brady with every ounce of anything in his body. And then they're out golfing and Tom Brady just zeroes in on Turtle and inexplicably has a huge man crush on him. And Turtle just 180. Oh, Tom Brady's pretty cool. Tom Brady says he wants to go to dinner with me tonight. I think I'm going to do it. I mean, me with whatever.
100% what would happen. There has to be a big. I mean, there are big celebrities that have kind of said they're fans of the channel and stuff. But I hope there's a big A-lister one day that's like a fan of our shit. It would probably be like a Chris Pratt. You know, he's pretty based. Chris Pratt would probably.
I don't know if we ever talked about this, but a kid from Ozark came out to our show in New York last year. We need to do another New York show, by the way. And that kid from Ozark showed Jason Bateman the I Ruined a Church Service video.
Oh, that's unreal.
That's big time, awesome. Dude. That's big time. Awesome. He said Bateman enjoyed it.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure anybody would. I think there in the future there's going to be more and more coming out. But talking about the New York show though. I think any centralized location that's kind of like a big hub for partying I think we can get like a lot of people out for a Leo and Danny show or whatever. And I think Vegas, you mentioned Vegas, and I do think Vegas would be a really place to have a show of some kind. Yeah. Either a live pod or just a show of any kind, really.
We would have to be ready to go on a full out bender though if we did it in Vegas. Fans would not tolerate, it's 10:45, we're filming tomorrow, we're going to turn in early. Might fly in New York City, passably. I don't know, maybe not though. Definitely not in Vegas.
In New York, yeah, either one though. I think New York had, the place we did the stand-up at there's so much history in New York. That was, you know, it was cool to just perform where all these greats had performed too. So that was another thing. That was a good experience for sure.
Yeah, I don't know which greats performed there at comedy club.
Every single stand up New York's like a classic New York stand up club. Every single man, like every big comedian has probably been through there at some point. Very cool.
Yeah.
Hannah Gadsby, she tear up that stage?
Of course, that was why I wanted to go there in the first place.
Hell yeah, dude.
I like it when she tells that 15-minute joke about how men are evil.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really funny one.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I kind of want to. I've been wanting to kind of see Swolby on stage. I don't know why. I just been having these ideas for Swolby. We would write his set and just make it unbelievably, just incredibly disgusting, and make him go up there and do it. He'll do anything we say because he's the man. But
He'll fuck on camera. Yeah, he has no limits.
He'll fuck on camera, dude. Absolutely.
And Leo,
I think that would be
I know
classic.
you might know a little bit about this video coming up, so don't reveal what we're going to be doing for this video, but I just want to tell you this little snippet idea I have. So you're going to be a personal trainer. You're going to be a personal trainer who's a spiritual cousin of Jackhammer Jeremy. And your method of getting people to lose weight, and this is all going to be done very tastefully in the video, so it might not come across right now, but your method of getting people to lose weight is you go shopping with them for their favorite foods. It's like you and Mudflap are going to walk into a Wendy's. He orders whatever he wants off the menu. Then you rip off tearaway sweats, and you take your shirt off, and you're in a G-string. You rub the food all over your body. You tell him to run as fast as he can. You close your eyes and count to 10. And then you chase him down and brutally rape him. Smell of the stench of his favorite foods. And then the idea is that he's always going to associate a son of a Baconator from Wendy's with being brutally ass raped. Just like when you first get drunk off Captain Morgan and you throw up 16 times, you can't drink Captain Morgan again. That's the philosophy.
You know, I know that you don't actually mean that I have to insert my penis in anyone, you know what I mean, when you say that. But you know what's funny is I know that there's a lot of fans out there that absolutely would rape for you. No questions asked. They would go out there and rape. No problem.
You know, would you commit an act of rape for me?
Any day of the week. As long as
Sunday,
it's
that's
not
the holy
gay.
day for you.
So stupid. So stupid. Hey, it's satire. Hey, it's satire, people.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I wonder how a YouTube censor is going to feel about the little faggot rant at the start of the show with the sticks. I don't care. I've been reading the new Led Zeppelin book, which has been awesome, by the way. We can talk about that a little bit because you think we're fucking bad, Leo, and we deserve to get canceled? I know that these women they've weaseled into our heads and actually made us feel a little bit guilty. You won't feel a stitch of guilt after I tell you about what John Bonham and Jimmy Page were doing in the 70s, dude. You are the Apostle Paul compared to Jimmy Page, dude.
Yeah, man. Why can't
Jimmy Page is Led Zeppelin, right?
He's Led Zeppelin's guitarist.
But, he apparently sold his soul to Satan to become a guitarist.
Well, the reason I'm going on this Jimmy Page thing is because in the book I was reading, they talk about the fourth Led Zeppelin album's cover, and it inexplicably just has a faggot on it. There's just a pile of sticks bound together, and the author in the book writes that it has a faggot on it and doesn't elaborate. He's clearly not making a joke. He's just using the word faggot. But Jimmy Page... Oh my... Well, first of all, I guess I'll start with the lesser of two evils. John Bonham, twice so far in the book, has tried to rape girls. No sugarcoating. They just describe an attempted rape in the book, which is verified. It's on a private jet full of people. And Led Zeppelin's handlers, Peter Grant and Richard Cole, have to stop him. He runs over to a journalist who's on the plane. Bonzo's blacked out. That's what they call him, John Bonham. That's what they call John Bonham, is Bonzo. He rips their bras down, lifts up their skirt, pulls his pants off, has a boner, and just tries to rape them in a blackout. And they have to separate him and then tie him up for the rest of the flight.
Wait, and this journalist never reported it?
Dude,
never.
nobody reported it. Yeah, what they would do is they would just be like, you didn't see anything, and if you tell anybody about this, A, your journalism career is going to be over, and B, Peter Grant here is going to break your jaw. They would kick the shit out of people, these two guys, Richard Cole and Peter Grant. If they found a kid with a sound recorder, an audio recorder in the audience of a show, bootlegging it, recording it so that he could sell the live performance, they would smash the equipment and then just knock him unconscious.
I mean, there is something to the mob kind of way to deal with things. You know, I do think that it works. It would, it would kind of help these internet warriors kind of figure out that, in real life, a little pain, it'll go a long way in changing your mind about things. But yeah, I do think that was probably too much. And, the Me Too movement, it was meant for things like that, I think. And then it just went a little too, went a little too crazy. When I think the two Cuomos getting fucking sacked, for example, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I know that he might have groped somebody like way back in the day, but his brother, all he did was try to defend his own brother. Chris Cuomo, he just tried to defend his brother. He was just being really Italian.
I think
I just say fuck them both. No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Leo's biased because they're Italians and they're probably Yankees fans.
And they're gay.
They're obese too.
And they do incest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pissing right now. Hopefully my cock's off camera.
It is.
Jimmy Page, though.
The camera.
Dude, so Jimmy Page, Leo, guess how old the chicks he was fucking were.
This is fucked up, but probably 14, 15.
Yeah, you could roll their age on a Dungeons and Dragons dice, I bet.
That sounds like a funny joke, but I don't know how many spots there are on the dice. How many?
The most is like 20.
Oh, much fucking low. Well, that's legal then.
But typically it would be like 14 or like something like that.
How about this? You could almost roll their age on a traditional dice.
Yeah.
I bet.
A bit of an exaggeration. Well, let me put it this way. You could roll their age on a craps table with 2 dice. Jimmy Page's girlfriend, I think her name was Lori Maddox, was in 8th grade. And the story of how he apprehended her is so fucking gnarly. This is what happens. They would go to the Hyatt House Hotel on Sunset Boulevard, which I've stayed at with Mia before. My parents stayed there when they came to LA. I love the hotel. It's now the Andes. Led Zeppelin would get the entire 9th floor to themselves. They'd be riding motorcycles around in the hallways, throwing televisions off the balcony. Downstairs, girls would come from the Valley, from Orange County, from San Diego. Most of them were between the ages of 12 and like 16. I don't know why. That's what chicks did back then. Instead of going to the sock hop, they would go to the Hyatt House on Sunset Boulevard and try to fuck Led Zeppelin. And one chick who kept showing up was in 8th grade. She went to the Rainbow Grill. I think that's also on Sunset one night.
Yeah.
Jimmy Page was there for a little bit. He disappeared. And then while this 8th grader, was leaving the building, our friends Richard Cole and Peter Grant show up. They grab her by the lapels of her jacket, say, "If you say a word, I'll knock your head off." They shove her into a Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce peels out of the Rainbow, drives to the Hyatt House. They escort her up to the 9th floor, go down the hallway, open a door, and in there, Jimmy Page is sitting on the bed, candles lit. He's wearing his dragon suit, and he's got a big gaucho-style cowboy hat. And he slowly raises his head so his eyes are visible and said, "I told you I was going to have you. Now I'll have you." And he had sex with her, dude. It's so gnarly.
My God.
This guy like goes around and like does conventions and shit, right?
Dude, it's crazy that he's not in hiding.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
And he does it all the time. Like, he fucks so many underage girls in the book. It's obviously nonfiction. It's like journalism.
Do you think he's ever gonna have to pay the piper, or just like if you're a rock star?
The piper's calling you to join him.
He sold his soul to Satan. I think he's good until he dies.
He didn't pay shit. He invented the Piper, dude. Stairway to Heaven.
His demon's protecting him. That's why he can't get me too'd.
Yeah, I guess. I think Leo, he's too old and he's too English. I think that's the problem. I think he's... So you're right. You made a point about the difference between what John Bonham did at 30,000 feet and what the Cuomos did. Totally agree. I think these chicks who are all up in arms about this, they can't, like, fathom anything over an ocean. It's just too far away. It's like the fucking... England, and is it Scotland? Is it the UK? It's confusing over there. Plus, it rains all the time. They're probably like, he's out in the country. He's
And they fuck 16-year-olds over there already anyway, so it's like...
Maybe, yeah. But that's... Also, Led Zeppelin's broken up, and he's probably worth $200 million. So I think the cancellation effort wouldn't be very fruitful. It's not like he's got a new hit show on MTV.
We should get one of those girls on the pod. You know, we should try.
Lori Maddox, you probably could, dude. I saw her in a really low budget documentary talking about it. Would you fuck her, Leo? You would have to fuck her. You would have to. Now that she's like in her 50s.
Of course I would.
You'd have to.
Of course I would. I mean, Danny, I agree. Fuck the demon girl, the Chad. Remember that? Chad's demon girl from the fucking Ghost Hunter Chad. I was gonna get blown by the demon girl, dude. Remember?
Let's talk about something that's a little less theoretical right now. I don't know how much of this you talked about. I know old No Pussy's had himself a good time since then.
We haven't talked about this yet. We have to talk about this. This shit's hilarious.
Captain No Pussy over here. So in Vegas, this groupie chick. I don't want to use the word groupie. She's not a groupie in the same way that Lori Maddox was a groupie. She's of age to drink. And she comes over. She's a fan of the channel. And when she gets there, she causes quite an uproar because Iggy and his chick are trying to have a threesome with her. Austin gets over there and puts his beak into the equation and is trying to get some pussy too.
Sure.
Mia is making out with this chick at the bar at one point, and then Mia, my girlfriend, and then I get my phone stolen that night. We haven't talked about this at all, huh?
We've kind of been saving this stuff, yeah.
And it's so much to even talk about. A full video is coming out covering it. We got a full main channel video. But there was a fucking brawl. We got in a brawl at a center bar at the MGM. Nico got punched in the face. One of our co-editors, Jace, tackled a random person. Probably wasn't even involved with the fight. I choked a guy who was on the floor. I was blacked out. I don't know who he was or if he was involved either. He might have been a janitor. And after all that, I go home because I'm bummed. My phone got stolen during the melee. I hit the bed. I pass out. Once the dust had settled on this groupie fucking competition between Iggy, his girlfriend, Austin, Swolby got in on it. I'm sure Leo would have been in on it.
Fan Josh was really trying.
And Josh was going for it too. Fan Josh did make out with her. But the person to fuck her against all odds is Swolby One Kenobi.
He's a closer, dude.
Swolby One fucking Kenobi, dude.
Unreal.
Not a bad looking chick at all. Cute. And we're going to get to Leo's involvement with this. But the next morning we wake up and there's a ton of funny stuff happened. Mudflap urinated all over the Airbnb like he was a feral.
No, that's not what happened.
And the other guy, right?
It was... Okay, Mudflap didn't actually piss anywhere.
He didn't?
No, that was a miscommunication. It was like... So, Swolby takes this chick into the room and fucks her for like 3 hours or whatever, and then like some other shit happens, and then basically it's just me and Iggy and Jace, the new editor guy, downstairs while Swolby is like having a round 2 session. And Jace is on the couch like passed out drunk, and he just stands up, looks at all of us, and starts pissing his pants with his shorts on for like 3 minutes straight, fills the entire living room carpet with piss, and then is just unresponsive for like 10 minutes, standing still as we try to get him to take his clothes off and take a shower. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Well, that would make him the second person to pee himself that night, because Mudflap definitely peed upstairs too. Ian saw it. Ian saw Mudflap go into the corner like a cat in a litter box, minus the litter box, and just piss all over the carpet.
Yeah, I didn't see him pee, but I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and then I called him a fat motherfucker, and then went back to sleep.
Okay, so I guess there was two pissers. You're probably right.
I don't even know what to say about Dino. His fat phobia is so embedded that in the middle of the night he can fire off a go back
I
to sleep.
smelled his fucking pork chop ass.
So, Leo, are you muted? We can't hear you. Is Leo talking to? Is he miming to himself? What's he doing?
Yeah, I think we can't hear Leo. Leo, try leaving the call and coming back in again like you did before.
I'll keep this going, but Leo was at another hotel.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I got you, dude. I'm telling the story. Leo was hooking up with some other chick all night. You made a good move, Leo, because the brawl, the 8-on-1 attempts to get laid with the groupie chick in the Airbnb, you did yourself a favor by finding some pussy elsewhere. But
Yeah.
we get back, and me and Leo, this is all going to be on camera for the main channel. It's going to be fun. We tell Swolby, after ascertaining that Swolby not only raw-dogged this girl, but cream-pied her, we tell the motherfucker, listen, you got to go to CVS, and you have to get a Plan B post-haste. We have that talk with him. But then it dawns on me that if Swolby got laid, that means that he went head-to-head with and beat out fucking Big Dick Austin.
Oh, yeah.
He got beat out for pussy by fucking Swolby.
Hey, it's funny, like, I get it, but, like, I didn't want to be, like, rude there, but, like, I just didn't want to, like, fuck her. Like,
See, I saw Austin, and I said this on video, putting in work when she first showed up. So that shit's not going to work with me, Austin. Don't deny this one on me, motherfucker.
I don't know, dude. After, like, I heard that she had just gotten out of jail and all this shit, I was like, maybe this girl's bad news. You know, later, after Swolby and her kind of had their honeymoon romance thing, she's a sweet girl. I don't mean her any disrespect, but Iggy and I were just like, you know, I'm gonna let
No, I think, dude,
Swolby's got this. He already, you know, he's...
First of all, I don't know why everybody's defaming her so much. She got a DUI. She was never in jail, and she miscommunicated and said she was on probation, but she means like probation from fucking driving. She got a DUI. Number one. Number two, I think Iggy.
She went to jail, bro.
Yeah, she did not go to jail. She never went to jail. Or, I mean, you go to jail if you get a DUI, I guess. Yeah.
Leo would know.
She said she, like, missed her appointment or court date or something for, like, a long time, and she ended up having to spend 3 weeks in jail, and that she had just gotten out, like, recently.
Well, either way, she was not a bad-looking groupie, and, you know, I do think that everybody was trying to bang her, and I think Swolby just won out. You got to give credit to Swolby where it's due.
Yeah, okay.
We realized then that Archangel, Racist Sound Guy, these names weren't appropriate for our producer.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the trip, we started referring to this guy as Old No Pussy.
Hey, I like that. It's got a good ring to it.
Old no pussy, dude.
The thing is, I think for the sake of merchandising, I'm going to change it to Captain No Pussy, though. Because I can just picture a merch shirt that just says Captain No Pussy, and it's Austin in a pirate costume up on the crow's nest of a ship in like the 1700s with a big telescope looking at the horizon for pussy and not seeing any.
Not a drop.
Captain No Pussy, dude. Because he got beat out by Swolby.
Hey, Captain is a title I can respect. I'll take it.
Captain No Puss. Leo.
No pussy pirates.
Leo, tell us, though, what happened, because I'm hearing claims that, frankly, I'm having trouble believing that the groupie girl's mom was also a tremendous fan of the channel, showed up after I left. Why don't you tell us what happened?
All right, so the groupie chick, she goes, "Hey Leo, my mom's a big fan of yours." And I go, "Oh, really? And she's like, "She's gonna be here in 20 minutes. You should meet her." And I was like, "You think I should just kiss her? Just go in for the real thing?" And she's like, yeah, you should." And I was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting her to say that." She shows up about minutes later because I think she went back home and got, put some makeup on or something. But she was very beautiful. Had a really nice body. Clearly works out.
The mom was banging.
The mom was hot. Yes,
Yeah.
Mom was hot.
yes.
Honestly.
Absolutely a beautiful mother. Like I don't know how old she was, but very, very beautiful. And then so I go up to her. She gives me a hug, like an extended hug. I give her like a peck on the lips right upon meeting her. Like I'm grabbing her tits within 45 seconds.
Real or fake?
They were real and they were big. They were big.
By the way,
and
this
real.
is an operations manual for young men who listen to the channel. This is what you should try to do with every girl you meet.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, is this how Leo gets chicks? He just starts trying to fuck girls' moms in front of him and it works? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So the Airbnb, we still had about another 45 minutes before, the doors are going to be locked or whatever. So I took her into the room and she was on her knees within 15 seconds of being in that house, and she gave me a phenomenal blowjob. It was absolutely phenomenal, and it was great. It was great. It was great to have the daughter's blessing. I believe the daughter, when she came out, was like, "Goals. That's mom goals." She was like, "Mom goals." So
let's get this straight. So the daughter is a hardcore fan of the channel. The daughter was definitely not bad looking either. Was the mom a Bachelorette or a Danny Mullen channel fan and podcast?
She had watched my season of The Bachelorette. Wasn't a huge fan, but she had watched my season. But she had watched at least 10 videos with her daughter and was a fan. She's a Danny Mullen fan now. So
hey,
it was both, but she's definitely a Danny Mullen channel watcher at this point.
What are the chances, had I stuck around, that we could have gotten you, me, Dino, and old no pussy's penises out? We could all got blown.
Who knows, man? Who knows? But she was having a good time. I think she's a little bored, She was telling me she's bored and in her life a little bit and wanted some excitement, and it was really nice. And she's very, very sweet and beautiful. So it was a great time. But it was definitely not a manual on how to get, how to hook up with a chick. But I knew that was like a setup. Her daughter basically told me that I could do whatever I wanted and it would be great. So
I'm surprised you got blown with Captain No Pussy there stinking the place up.
Dude, I was like just hanging out with Swolby and the daughter's like, "So what do you think they're doing?" And I'm like, "She's probably getting fucked by Leo." And she's like, "Well, that's good. I hope they're having fun."
Leo, you really think Leo would fuck a random girl on the first date?
Stop it.
Was up? Never.
That's what Austin goes. Austin goes for the no condom bang all the time.
Well, Swolby just fucks a chick for 3 hours, no condom, busts inside, and then buys her Plan B in the morning. So
that was incredible, man. I can't believe he did that. But that gave us so much more. That was some gold in the morning, though. That was a lot of gold he gave us in the morning.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun video. Some of it's going to have to be patched together with a voiceover, a little bit of a desk piece where I'm just explaining things from my room in LA. Otherwise, it's going to cut from like fan Josh eating 600 milligrams of weed to Nico getting punched in the face by a pissed off Mexican guy. Like, we have a lot of good coherent footage, just a few gaps in the exposition.
I like the old the videos where you explain things. I think a lot of those end up being really good just because the footage is pretty gnarly, which is definitely was in this case.
Where the fuck did Dino just go?
I was just having him tell my parents to be quiet. They're like outside of my trailer right now, and I didn't want to listen to the audio. You know what I'm saying?
What are they doing?
I don't know. They're just like talking and moving stuff around. They don't realize I'm doing the podcast right now, I think.
It might scare away the no pussy you're getting.
Dude, you know what my mom told me the other day, like today,
What?
that I didn't know? She like went to a Poison concert and like hung out with all of them, and they all recognized her and were like homies again. And I was like, what the fuck? She was like, yeah, do you think all the shit I say is bullshit? Brett was like, hey, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So yeah, my mom and Brett Michaels are friends. Like,
They're just friends, Danny.
Yeah, was your dad comfortable with this little reunion?
well, my dad was there, you know. They just
Even
take
worse.
pictures and shit.
And Austin's dad has big dick energy, dude. He doesn't give a fuck. Obviously, that's why both of his sons are kind of hanging. I guarantee you, Austin's dad's hanging, dude.
I wonder if Richard Cole like hustled Austin's dad out of the dressing room, like, gonna have to wait outside, matey, and then his mom blew Brett Michaels while his dad waited patiently.
That's so fucked, man.
Yeah, I'm used to it at this point. I'm calloused.
Yeah, I can tell because you.
It's
brought
like
that
Leo
up.
and the sister jokes.
Leo and the sister jokes. Yeah, you're Cal. Exactly. I don't even respond anymore. I think the people, there's a lot more cuckolding going on than you think. Like our buddy over, the Charlie the Cuck or whatever in New York. Which, by the way, we should definitely fly out. What was it? What did he offer his girlfriend? She would blow everyone in the crew except for Mudflap?
I think she would bang.
Yeah, I
him
believe
over
that was
Mudflap.
the arrangement.
That was the arrangement. Now, can you imagine her at the end of the year party with him, dude? That would be pretty fucking classic.
Mudflap
We should
would,
probably.
he'd feel so left out. He'd pull a John Bonham and just try to rape her.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I think Mudflap's a big teddy bear, man. I think he's pretty respectful with the chicks for the most part.
Okay.
I've never
Yeah.
seen him. Mudflap is he said he's going to be the best looking member of the crew because we kind of embellished it, but Jerry at some point said, "I'm not even the fattest member of the crew," out of nowhere, right? And we're like, "Wait a second, are you fat shaming Mudflap?" And we kind of, that's what we named the pod,
But it turns out
Jerry.
it was really Leo.
It was actually me, yeah, because I made it come to fruition that he said that, but he never said that.
Yeah,
He did say, but who else was he talking about when he said he's not the fattest member of the crew?
probably you, Mr. Obese.
I mean,
My BMI, dude, my BMI.
If you're
you know what I
obese,
mean?
then
It's
what's
just
Mudflap? Just like
morbidly
a
obese,
planet?
yeah.
Like,
if I'm
what do
obese,
you even categorize that as?
I like the word morbid. The word, I'm going to pull it up and look it up right now. Vocabulary words for the night are
Doesn't that
faggots.
mean like you're gonna die? Like you're so obese
Exactly.
you're gonna die?
he probably would die. He keeps saying, but he has
So,
losing a lot of
here it
weight.
is. When you pull it up, a graphic of a Grim Reaper drawn in the 1500s comes up, characterized by an unusual interest in disturbing and unpleasant subjects, especially death and disease. Synonyms: ghoulish, macabre, gruesome, grisly, grotesque, ghastly, horrible.
Jesus.
Morbidly obese, not a good thing to be.
Not at all, dude.
I don't know if this is. I feel like you never go away that much from what biologically you were kind of destined to do. So we were supposed to be able to capture food, right? And if we were going to capture food, we would have to be slim and fast, right? Fortunately, society has made it so we can be fat and just walk to a grocery store, or not even. We can get on a scooter and roll around in a grocery store even.
You adore
I
that
just want to
shit.
say, I'm going to engage in this conversation, Leo, but just faggot is a bundle of sticks or twigs bound together as fuel.
So that's what you had. That was definitely what it was that you opened the podcast with.
Yeah, I opened the podcast with a faggot in my room.
Should we are we gonna do the ad read today or no?
Yeah, what are we getting
Wait.
paid for this shit? It was arranged by Leo's blonde, probably fluffer roommate, Chase. Is he a
Dude,
roommate of
Chase
yours?
fucking Chase. No, he's not a
He's
roommate.
pocketing all the fucking money.
We're gonna get it. We just have to send that contract back. So whenever your lawyer looks at it, we send the
Dude,
contract
that's going to
back.
cost us like as much as probably one of the reads is going to pay us.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not. It's pretty straightforward. It's 2 pages. Do you think we should just fucking wing it and do it? I don't think you have to have your lawyer read this one. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, we should just read for any length of time and make sure we're not signing ourselves into a 600-day commitment with MyBookie.ag.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. But we can skip it. We can skip it this time.
I'm down. I'll do it.
They're charging. Oh yeah, let's just sign it and go, dude. I mean, I don't think I think there was only a signature from me anyway, so I would be the one to be fucked and you wouldn't. So, in that case,
get Dino to sign it. Dino will be our fall guy.
Dino, you're gonna sign the contract for MyBookie AG. But yeah, we'll sign that, okay. And then I think I just got to give him like some bank account information or some shit, or I think PayPal or whatever. But yeah, they'll send it over ASAP. But we should.
What if they clean out your bank account and in exchange for all these reads, your net worth goes to zero?
How funny would that be if all they did was a scam from the beginning and they just fucked me? That would be pretty classic, to be honest.
I'm not expecting too much.
I got nothing to lose.
With that said, here's a word from our sponsor, MyBookie.ag. Who's reading?
Dude, you want to go or?
Yeah, I got this.
I'm the only one that's like not super laggy.
Austin, you read it. Yeah, I sent it. I sent it to the group chat, so you read it, and you read it and enunciate and have some fun with it. You know what I mean? But like also make it believable.
Yeah.
Okay. MyBookie.
Wow, we should charge a premium. Captain No Pussy's reading this ad. It's
I got this, all right?
And the code is Leo Danny, by the way, guys. And it is a good service. I'm a user of MyBookie AG, and so is Nico. And I think Swolby said he is too. So there's a lot of people in the crew that actually use it. But dude, they double your first deposit up to $1,000. That's pretty solid. That's actually just a great deal. So go for it, Austin.
The holiday season is upon us, and MyBookie is in the giving spirit. With 12 straight days of giveaways, every day there is a new exclusive promotion for you to redeem. And the best part is, it's all free when you sign up and make your first deposit with MyBookie. Starting December 1st and ending on January 1st, if you can bring in the new year, with giveaways that help you fill your stockings with cash this season. From odd boosts to casino chips to straight up locks, MyBookie 12-day giveaway is a can't miss promotion. And that's not all. If you get started with MyBookie, is matching all first-time deposits up to $1,000 with our promo code Leo Danny. That's Leo Danny. That's double your funds, double your winnings, and get on it with the best action at MyBookie. Don't miss out. Double your first deposit up to $1,000 by using promo code Leo Danny. Head to MyBookie, place your bets, and get in on the best 12 days of the year. Bet anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
12's a lot, dude. That's like how many years that Led Zeppelin guy waited to
Yeah, he's a patient man.
That's a long time.
I don't even think she gave us period yet. It said that some of those girls were pre-pubescent they were banging, which is the definition of a pedophile. That you're a legitimate pedophile in that case.
Disgusting. Also, they did give us a compliment on the first ad read that we did, the one in Vegas. They said it was fantastic. They really liked it. So,
fucking raking it in. And we've got another manager who's just come on board, a little bit more competent and qualified than Chase, Leo. Maybe not in the rim job department. I know that's why you keep him around.
And according to Leo, he's hanging.
No, I think he's got a pretty average cock. I said that to kind of try to get him some pussy, but
in your video where you make Danny, when you take all the clips of Leo being like a gay pedophile or whatever, he's like, this guy Chase, he's hanging.
Again, yeah.
It was really an unbelievable sequence of clips. Speaking of going after prepubescent boys, you were holding Nico's little brother a little too close.
Oh no.
They're assholes. I'm Italian, dude. I'm like the Cuomos, dude. I just, you know what I mean? Like I'm all about affection. and touch.
Cuomo.
You get all your fucking touch doing BJJ. All right, I have to do it in other ways.
You have to
all right?
outsource.
Sometimes,
If it's a skinny 10-year-old boy, so be it.
You know,
Nico's brother's he's grown up a lot since those days already.
skinny
though. It's
10-year-old
kinda
boys
crazy.
got to watch around when there's a big hairy guap walking down the street.
Walk on the other side of the street.
And why is he growing up, Leo? Is he been getting a steady dose of Papa Natavio's protein?
Ah, dude. I hope not. No, I hope nobody's giving him any of that kind of protein. But no, he's just growing. It's good, man. He's
You've been
he's a
monitoring
smart
this
kid.
kid's growth?
Saw him recently. Nico sent me like a video or something, and he looked like he had grown a lot, right?
I'm gonna need to see this video.
Mottering.
What part of him had gotten bigger?
Mottering. He's taller, Danny, all right? I've never seen his penis, all right? And I hope that we never do. Because that would be and when he turns 18, we just have him on the podcast and just fucking be so fucked up.
Get him to whip it out. Nico's other brother, Brendan, is a hardcore fan. And it's so awkward because whenever we go over to Nico's house, Nico's brother, who we've seen like 18, 20 times now, we see him all the time. He's starstruck as if, I don't know, I'm fucking the new dude from Spider-Man walking into a middle school. Like, that's how starstruck he gets.
Yeah. Dude, also, people just destroying Nico's Instagram. Why are our fans just such assholes?
What are they doing to Nico's Instagram?
It's deleted because they keep reporting Nico's Instagram as a fake, as an imposter Instagram. And because he's not verified, they nixed it really quick without asking questions. So they did it once, he appealed it, got it back, and then they nixed it again. And now he hasn't gotten it back. And they did it to Couch Daddy. Oh, he's gone. To Nico. They did it to a couple other people.
Iggy.
Man. I know,
they did it to Iggy, too.
Iggy. They did it to Iggy, too. Iggy's Instagram's gone. He started a new one. They smoked everybody's. You're lucky, they weren't able to get it to yours, I guess. You have too many followers.
Why are they doing that? Why are people fucking with Nico and Iggy?
Fans aren't like Danny Duncan's fans who there's not even one negative fucking comment on his fucking YouTube right now. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, most of our fans aren't assholes either. Like, a very small percentage of them are. I mean, like, most of the fans are pretty appreciative of what we do. So I find it hard to believe like this got organized. Like, how did people get a lynch mob together to go after Nico?
It only takes like a
go
few
after
people. And
Nico.
it's just kind of how the internet works. Some people like to just
Report.
try to ruin somebody's life and then watch it happen and then be like, haha.
What a flaw in Instagram's system. That's fucking, I mean, it's really Instagram's fault that they would allow something like that to happen.
Yeah, and if
Look,
you
we
try to
can
make
call it
yourself an
Facebook.
alt account, like in case you get banned, then they'll ban your alt.
Yeah, dude, it's bullshit.
They don't allow you to have like a backup account.
Tried to get you should have gotten fucking verified with that guy when you had the chance, but now I don't think he's got the plug anymore, man. We got to find a plug inside on the Instagram.
Yeah, I'll talk to some people. Jesse from Nelk, those guys are pretty hooked up. A lot of those dudes in the Nelk circle all have the one name usernames. Clay or John or who else? I think Tori, Jesse's right-hand man, Tori. And they all got those through an inside plug, so I'll ask around a little bit.
Man, that'd be nice because poor Nico. Well, you should get your shit verified because your Instagram's at a pretty good level. It's good for promoting videos and good for your just.
Is that why you like it? Is that why Leo Natavio values the blue check mark for promoting videos? Why don't you tell him what you like to do with that blue check?
It just goes to the top of every girl's DMs. So, I'll get some hotties who will answer, they'll answer my DMs from time to time, which is nice.
Like jiu-jitsu girls who are about to degrade in the biggest tournament of her life. Let's talk to this girl.
Should we get her on the pod? Danielle Kelly BJJ. She's hot.
What's
man.
her name again? I'm going to pull her up. I get a look.
Bro, pull her up, dude. Pull her up. She's on Instagram. Danielle Kelly.
Huh?
Hey.
Danielle Kelly BJJ.
Handle.
How'd you
Yeah,
find
check
her?
dude. Find her. She arose because I'm a big fan of Rose. Now I have like a crush on Rose. She put her on her story saying she was going to grapple with her, and then I was like, God damn, this chick's kind of hot. And then I checked her out and added her, and I sent her a DM, and she responded. So
I gotta know what your opening DM was.
You know how it is. You know, I try to get like that power game going a little bit, like the old school kind of game. I said, "Good luck, gorgeous," and she liked it and said, "Thank you so much."
She's also got mybookie.ag linked in her bio, so we share a sponsorship. That's gotta count.
Yeah.
We do share a sponsorship. Do you think she beat Rose in grappling? I mean, all she does is grapple. She doesn't fight. She just grapples.
I really have no idea. I haven't seen Danielle Kelly grapple, and I haven't paid too much attention to Rose's grappling in fights. I would say if all she does is indeed do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, she should do well against Rose. I don't know if it's gi or no gi, though, which is relevant.
It's no gi.
No gi? So Rose will probably be more comfortable in that discipline. Let me see. I'm looking at this girl's photos. I'll only scroll down so far because I'm not signed in. Looks like she's training some no gi. She's got some ankle locks. She's got some barambolos. Rose, you also got to give Rose maybe a little bit of an edge because Rose has competed at the absolute highest level of women's martial arts. So she's going to be less nervous, more composed, but that also might mean she's less motivated and goes in there a little bit lackadaisical-like and gets heel hooked. Yeah. I don't know.
Man, all I can say is I would fuck that Rose girl, even though she could kick my ass, and she looks like strangely alike myself right now.
Yeah, she looks like Dino. So you're basically saying you want to fuck your brother.
Okay, that made it a little too weird.
You're gay.
She's got a nice like face, you know, a feminine face. But you know, the shaved head doesn't do her any justice. But when she has long hair, though, she's kind of a knockout, Rose. She's still pretty, but like she's a knockout with long hair. I think it's just better for fighting when you have the fucking shaved head, I presume.
What have you DM'd to Rose?
Let me see. I don't think I've DM'd her.
You know, something. I know you've DM'd her, so I don't believe you.
You're right. I only DM'd her once, and I said you're amazing. So no response.
No response. A stock message for you. You should have personalized it. What moved you, Leo? Was it the way she left a huge hematoma on that Asian girl's forehead? Was that what got you fired?
Hey, first of all, that was one of the best UFC fights I have ever seen, to be honest. I thought it was a fantastic fight.
Did you guys see Jake Paul knock out that guy?
I did. That was
pretty tight.
Or tiring. That was.
I have about it. I don't know, man. It's
not fixed. If that's what you were going for, that was not fixed, dude.
I don't think it's. I don't know, man. It just looked a little set up. I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, dude. He's got some power, man. He's got a good right hand.
I mean, let Jake hit you with that punch and see if you stay conscious, because I wouldn't. I'd fucking die.
He hit him like right under the ear, like in the jaw. He like didn't
throw the fight, dude. It would have been a body shot, a couple glancing blows to the forehead with Tyron crumpling up in the corner. That would have been how he would have thrown the fight. There is no reason he would have turned his jaw up, let himself get knocked out cold, and then caught himself with his nose. Why would you have gone that far if it was fixed? Why would you get knocked out like that?
It's probably not fixed, but maybe I just want to find some way to call it fixed, because I kind of want to see. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He looked like he really got knocked out. He was like, I wasn't done yet. Like
he got up and was like retarded. He was like, what's going on? Oh no, I'm not done yet. I still want to keep going. It was like 5 minutes later.
I'm just curious. I'm trying to figure out, why did Tommy Fury back out of the fight? The guy that was going to fight. That's what I'm curious about. Like there's some weird shit going on, but we'll see. He says he's going to fight Canelo in the next like So if he does, Canelo's going to absolutely murder him, like really, really bad.
Well,
so.
I'm sure he will, but the payday will be a good
giant
aesthetic, good painkiller.
Like, if I were Jake, I would just stop boxing. I'd end it on a high note. He's earned some respect back. I wouldn't just get knocked out and then nobody's going to fuck with and care anymore. Like, as soon as he loses once, everyone's just going to be like, all right, no one gives a fuck. You know?
Well, the idea is you get that last payday before nobody gives a fuck. So at least let him go get knocked out by Canelo and make 20 mil.
I guess that's true.
Jake Paul...
But he would lose all respect. Like, he's gained a lot of respect back just kind of like on the internet and shit because of the boxing.
I think that fucker bought Bitcoin too when it was a couple $100 and has hundreds of Bitcoin.
Yeah, he's like probably super rich, him and Logan. I mean,
yeah, they're both a special kind of I don't know, media figures, man. They're one of a kind. Those Paul brothers, man. The dad's got a.
There's one of a kind, except for there's two of them.
Two.
And there are, and let's face it too, Leo. I mean, they're the prototype and the best YouTube handsome twins, but there are a lot of handsome YouTube twins who are tremendously successful.
Yeah, it's true. There are. I think they're pretty athletic though, and they both have used that to kind of further their careers, which I respect.
Yeah.
Their dad would their basement was like rigged out to be like a training center for them. And it was pretty gnarly what the dad would put them through. And they were both really good wrestlers. I mean, Logan, Division 1 wrestler. And I did do a fight scene with him when he was like 21, and he was very strong and, almost as big as me. He's probably like 6'2", 210 pounds. So he's a big kid, and he's really athletic. I got to give him credit.
You only know that because you tried to wrestle him into your Nissan in the parking lot.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Well, that was a creepy story, Leo. You're like, the stuff that their dad put him through in Ohio in the basement, like they won't even talk about it anymore, but it really shaped them. And then you're talking about how big and strong he was. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy.
Hey, oh me, dude. It's important. I think there's something to being a physical beast. I think when you get to a level of athleticism, of strength, I think that helps you dominate life in general. I do.
Okay, well, I'm to hop on an exercise bike then, Mr. Obesity, because you're not quite your goals yet.
Yeah, you're gonna you'll become morbid if you don't get it together.
At least go for a walk. You could start.
I got abs. I still got abs, you motherfuckers. Don't you fucking come at me with that bullshit. I'll start posting.
Iggy that started
pictures.
all these facts.
I'll start posting shirtless pictures every fucking week, dude.
All right, guys. You guys want to wrap right here? Feel like we got a solid pod.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like the video to help us out. And again, extra episode every week on the Patreon.